Hi, my name is Kathy Fosno and this is Kat's Creative Corner. Welcome to Tuesday's card. Today we're going to make this cute little note card. Now this little bear comes from the Baby Bear stamp set, which has many sayings. They're not all about babies. You can use this for a little girl's birthday or just a thank you to a friend who likes teddy bears. It's really a cute card, I think. And we're using some of our new ink colors. So let me show you what we're going to be using today. Today we're going to be using our note card set. This note card set comes with 20 cards and 20 envelopes. And the note card turns into a 5 by 3.5 note card. And you just take it and fold it in half. It's already scored for you and ready to go. So you just need to use your little bone folder and crease the seam. Okay, now you're also going to need a piece of cardstock, any design. I happen to choose the design from our Card Stack Papers Playful Palette. They comes with all kinds of different designs on both sides. So there's small designs and larger designs, bold designs, and then more mild designs. Okay, plus a piece of our Whisper White. That's not Whisper White, guys. That is Flirty Flamingo, and it is 5 by 2.25, and I forgot to tell you this is 5 by 2.5. Okay, so what we're going to do today is three-way stamping. They call it two-way stamp, but it's three-way stamping, and we're going to make these little bears. Now, if you'll notice, each bear has a different detail. This one's more solid, this one's more of the fur, and this one has like the little face on it. So when you're putting them together, when you're about ready to stamp, they will come with a number right next to them that tells you what order to stamp. Now it's your choice if you don't want to stamp it this way, but that's what Stampin' Up recommends. So we're going to start with our first one, and we're going to use crumb cake. So now this is a matching thing. You have to learn where you're going to match it. I have found that if you match when it's down on the paper, the first set, and then the second stamping, if you match the little armpits, that's the best place to do it. And I'll show you what I mean. All right, this is our crumb cake. Set that aside so we don't get it in front of us all messed up. And I'm going to press it, and I'm using Whisper White cardstock, plus I'm using the piercing mat to give me a little bit of sponginess to it so that it sinks in better, because photopolymer stamps don't have any padding, so that helps with the picture. Okay, now I'm going to do number 2, and we're going to use soft suede for number 2. I've been stamping for a while this morning, can you tell? I've done everything I can to get it off, besides going and taking a bath. It will come off once you get going in a bathtub with a lot of soap, but just using my wipes isn't necessarily cleaning me up. Okay, now remember I said to match the armpits. So the armpits are here. I'm going to put this in and lay it right over those armpits. And press. Now look at the detail that's coming up with that. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now we'll do number 3. And we'll use chocolate chips. So this is a darker one. Now I'm doing light to dark. And some people like to do dark to light, or they like to reverse the patterns. That's all right. It's your card. You can do whichever way you want. Okay, one more time here. Match those armpits, and down you go. And with this particular stamp, if you get a slightly bit off, it doesn't really hurt anything. But there's our little bear, isn't he, darling? Okay, now I want to do the ribbon. So I'm going to take, and the little bow or ribbon, it's also a two-way stamp. And you just, well, let's see, let's do rose red. And we'll stamp one image. And then we'll do the detailed one, the detailed bow. And I think we'll do pink pirouette for this one. And we're just going to put it right over what we've already done. And with photopolymer, it's so easy to match up. You can see it. So it just adds a little detail. When we have the clear stamps, we can't match it up as easily because you can't see through it. That's why I like photopolymer best. Now, that's the one with some browns. I did one with pink pirouette, melon mambo, and rose red. And I did one with island indigo, marina mist, and pool party. You can choose whatever colors you want. 3 colors that are contrasting or 3 colors that are just making it look more ombre. Isn't that, I think that's the word where it's from light to dark. So it's just your choice, and it's fun to play around with them and decide. Okay, now to put this card together, Stampin' Up! Doesn't have a die for this little bear or the bows. So instead, we have to cut them out with our paper snips. Now be careful with your paper snips because they are very sharp, but they are really good little scissors. To save time, I've already cut it out. And here's my little bear, and here's the bow. Now we're going to take our card, and I'm using the note card set, and the note card sets are 5 by 3.5 or 3.5 by 5, however they say it. They come in a stack of 20 plus 20 envelopes. So it's really a good deal for a bunch of note cards so you can write your thank yous or whatever. This is Whisper White. You can also get them in crumb cake. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of cardstock from Playful Palette. Now Playful Palette is one of our cardstocks that come in a 6 by 6 packet. There are several that we offer, and we also offer 12 by 12 designer series paper. So you have all kinds of choices. Okay, so I'm taking, I thought that was kind of pretty, so I'm going to take that and I am going to, here it is, tape the back of it. And I'm going to just adhere it to the very middle of the card. I made it to where the edges touch. I didn't want it, I wanted it to be on the edge, all the way to the edge. And then I have the piece that's 5 1/4, and this is Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to take, and I'm going to put a little tape right in the middle of each one. Oops, just ran out. Let me get a new one. All right, got it right by me. Isn't that convenient? Okay, now I'm going to take some Emerald NB Roche ribbon, which is one of our new ribbons, and I'm going to stick the ribbon down on that piece of adhesive. I'm using the snail adhesive, and I'm going to stick it on the other side, and I'm going to use my snips. And now I have my ribbon attached. I think I'm going to move it up just a little bit. There. Okay. Now you can take another little piece of ribbon, just a small piece, and tie it. This is a cheat, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to just tie it around to where it looks like we tied it in front instead of taped it to the back. Oops, came up. Got to get that down. Okay, now we're going to tape this side, and I would tape the ribbon too just to make sure it sticks. And I would, let's see, let's do it on this side because the ribbon's kind of to the left side on this one. See, you can always change it and make it your own. So now that's on. And I think I want to trim this ribbon up just a little bit. And you can see how sharp the scissors are. You can cut yourself pretty good if you're not careful. Okay, so now we have that. And all we have to do now is assemble the little bear. And we're going to take him and we're going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, which are little squares that have adhesive on both sides that are little, not really a square, it's got several little sides. But anyway, that will raise your bear up so he can sit over the ribbon. I'll put a couple on his head, some on his feet, some on his little bottom. And I'm leaving the middle empty so that it doesn't touch the ribbon. And take all the backings off. And there he goes. And then you can take the ribbon, and I'm just going to use adhesive to stick that on. Just put it on. And then I'm going to use one of our basic pearls. And I'm going to use the largest one, and I'm going to stick it right in the middle of the bow. So now it is done. I did get a little smudge. You could put some pearls along here. Let's do that. Let's put a couple pearls right along this bottom here. 1, 2, 3. That way you can't see my little smudge. Isn't that cute? I love this card. All you have to do is open it up and stamp whatever you want on the inside. You could also stamp what you wanted on the front. That's up to you. I'm leaving mine blank so I have it ready for whatever I need it for. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to go to my website for complete written directions and the video, you can go to my website at catscreativecorner.com. I will also have a supply list there. Thanks for coming by.